Hey everybody, it's Margaret. I wanted to come on and check in. Hopefully the stream is okay. I'm in my room because I'm avoiding my office area because I'm just trying to keep everything kind of contained. So hopefully the stream goes okay. We'll cross our fingers. Anyway, I thought I would come on and check in and let you know how we're doing over here. I appreciate all the well wishes and everything that have come through. I do appreciate that. You saw the last video. I shared that I didn't end up getting them tested, but we're just behaving as if they definitely have COVID. So we've definitely had some symptoms. Yesterday. Time is so weird right now, I swear. Not yesterday, not last night, but the night before or early in the morning. I ended up having to take my son to the emergency room, which is, as many of you know, was one of my biggest fears about getting COVID because he has reactive airway disease. And so he ended up having a really bad attack of that. And it came on really, really fast. Like at 3 a.m, he woke up and was having trouble breathing. And so I gave him a treatment, like the stuff we've got at home. And like we have a nebulizer and all this. So I gave him a treatment at home, called the doctor. And within an hour and a half, we were at the emergency room because it wasn't so we ended up going to the emergency room, and they gave him steroids there, and they were not able to use the nebulizer there. Normally, we've had to go to the emergency room in the past when he was younger for this, but they normally would give him a nebulizer there and the steroids that way. But they were not able to do that because it will aerosolize the COVID. So they gave him a oral steroid, which takes longer to go into effect. But and they ended up sending us home and having us use the nebulizer at home. But the doctor at the ER was saying he was real happy with his oxygen. I think I told y'all we have one of these oxygen-y things. So we've been doing that at home, and his temperature was good and everything. So by the end of the day yesterday, he was kind of on the mend. So all day yesterday, I was just having to really keep it a little harried. Uh-oh, I think it's saying my connection is unstable. Can y'all see it okay? Hang on. Is there a fun troll? Y'all let me know. If there is, just tell me the name and I'll find the person. And I don't know if I have any friends in the chat that are there. Oh, I see. Okay. I see. Let me make sure I'm grabbing the right person. Isn't it cute? That's really cute. The fun thing about that is I don't have the flu. They did a flu test on me too. So it's cute. Anyway, bye. Just see yourself out and don't come back, please. I have no patience for that at this point. I've been real patient up until this point with people like saying like it's all a hoax, it's a big blah 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 blah. And at this point, cover little baby's ears if you got little ones. It's bullshit. Okay. And I've been real patient. Like, okay, fine. If everybody wants to believe what they want to believe, but at this point, I was in the emergency room with my child. If you want to keep believing that COVID isn't real, then I'm clearly not the channel for you. And I've been trying to. I don't normally talk about things like I don't get political, and I don't talk about the whole all up until this point. I wanted my channel to be like a really happy place and not escape from the COVID and all the mess that's going on. But at this point, my child was in the emergency room, and if you're going to try to tell me that it's nonsense, it's not real, and blah 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 blah, and I tested positive for it, and all of the crazy things that are happening to me and my kids. I've got bad words that I don't want to say out loud for you. So just take a walk and don't come back. That's all I got to say. Sayonara. If you're here to be supportive, then great. Okay. Anyway, yeah, so I was pretty scared. He was really scared with his, I'm looking, yeah, I'm going to come back in the chat. So some of my symptoms, look at my cheeks are so red. Some of my weird symptoms, I've been posting on my personal Facebook page every day. I guess I could share over on my other one on my Texas Gal page. But like time is moving really weird. I don't know if I shared that in the other video. Like I'm writing things down, thank goodness, because I'll write something down and the next thing I know, it's like 3 hours later. Like I talked to my mom and then she called me back to tell me something. And I was like, okay, well, we just talked a little while ago. She's like, Maria, that was 3 hours ago. Like, what? So thank goodness I'm writing things down. Um, I have now lost my sense of smell and taste, which is weird, very weird. And I only noticed it because I was like, I really need to change the cat box. I don't think I nothing. I poked my head because it's like in this little closet under the stairs. I poked my head in there, smelling nothing, which is not a bad thing. But and then so I was like going over to the coffee pot, opening the coffee pot, taking a deep breath in, like nothing, banana, nothing. So that's been really weird. And then my sense of taste today, like I took a bite of a donut and it felt like I was chewing like sand. And so I was like, I can't eat that. So that's been kind of strange. I was able to eat some broccoli cheese soup because that felt kind of good in my mouth. And then the broccoli was kind of soft. So that was random. I guess I'm going to have to eat based on texture. So overall, it's not been great. I'm going to tell you, it's not been great, but I feel really have nearly, even with our scare at the ER, I wouldn't, I feel very fortunate that we are doing okay. We haven't had fevers. There was one little blip in a day where I had a 99 and it was like for like an hour or something. It was just there and gone. So we haven't had big fevers. Mostly it's been like sore throats, headaches. I'm looking at my notes right here. I'm writing everything down all the time, just random aches, backaches, and things like that. Christina, thank you so much for that super chat. I really appreciate that. I'm not on the other one, so I can't pop the things up. Darn it. Again, I'll be back in the chat in a second. But yeah, we're my son is doing better today. He got his first or his second dose of the steroid this morning, and so he seems to be in a better spirits and he's breathing better, and it's really I again I'm just feel very fortunate that we are having what would be considered a mild case in comparison to a lot of other people. um, I'm going to come answer all your questions. I just want to make sure I cover everything because you know me and I will just not. My eldest is doing a lot better today, jumping around, playing, still complaining of headaches, but overall the symptoms seem to be subsiding. But this is so weird. Things just come and go. Like I've been having weird like skin stuff today. It's so weird, y'all. It's so weird. Like it feels like, when you get your mouth is deadened and you're like worried about biting your tongue or biting the side of your mouth. It feels kind of like that, but everywhere. Only it's so hard to describe. Like I can feel myself. I can feel like my skin and everything, but I feel really nervous that I'm going to hurt myself. It's a weird sensation. Like I'm worried like I'm going to brush my hair too hard and scratch my. It's almost like I can't distinguish the pressure or something like that. Like I don't know if I'm pressing down too hard or something. It's the weirdest feeling. So I feel like I'm just like trying to be really careful. Same thing with my joints. Like I'm really worried, kind of like if you had taken like a muscle relaxer or a painkiller and you were worried you were going to overextend your elbow or knees or something. It feels like that. Like I'm trying to be really careful with my joints and my skin. I don't know why, but I don't know. I'm writing it all down. And then I'm like, as I'm writing it, I'm like, this makes me sound super paranoid. Like, but I can't help it. It's just whatever this COVID thing is doing. I don't know. It's the most bizarre thing. Nose test for me. And I will not. My kids aren't going to get tested. Period. It hurt. They shoved the thing up both sides. I'm doing a live real fast. Give me 1 second. I love you. What's that look? So when I go get retested, I'm going to find a place, hopefully, that I can get the cheek swab, because I'm not having something. It still hurts. Like, it's been 5 days ago, and it still hurts. Has it been 5 days? Saturday. I did it on Saturday. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Okay, yeah. Time is so weird. Like I said, I already told you that. And have you ever seen this? Another weird thing. My joining the bronze level. Thank you. The dogs. Okay. What was I going to say? Okay, this is going to be really weird. Have you seen the movie Memento, where he's got short-term memory loss, right? And he has to write things down so he doesn't forget stuff. And he only has a certain amount of time to write things down before he can't remember it. I kind of like, I don't feel like I have it to that extent, but this is what it reminds me of. Like, I'm constantly feeling like, oh, I need to go write that down. I need to write that down. Well, I started writing something down in the notebook because I kept thinking, oh, I can't forget. I can't forget to go write that down. I can't forget. And so I went to go write it down, and I was like 3 sentences in, and then I glanced up in the notebook to the paragraph I had written before, and y'all had already written it down. I had already written it. And I started writing it again, like what was going on. Where'd it go? What was it? I was trying to find it. Like, now I can't even find it in my notebook. Isn't this fun? But yeah, it reminds me of that. I was telling my brother that. He's like, that's not good. It's okay. I'm trying not to freak out, because it's like, it feels like it'd be super easy to start freaking out about yeah, okay, yeah. My sense of smell, right? I started writing about how my sense of smell, and I was going to write about the coffee grounds, and then I looked up in my notebook, and it was like, oh, I already wrote that. Okay, so let me go look in the chat real fast, and I'll see if there's any questions I can answer. Thank you again, everybody, for all the wonderful well wishes. I wish I could get back to everybody, but I haven't been able to. So thank you very much. Yeah, and again, it was totally my my biggest fear about my child having to go, because he does have that reactive airway disease. Yeah, and the whole thing about the hoax stuff, whatever, just fine. You want to believe that? Go run away and go believe it wherever you want, but don't bring it around here. I tested positive. I also, I took a flu test, and I tested negative for the flu. Whatever, fine. Yes, I see your comments about gluten. We're definitely we're in the process. We're mostly gluten free, but we're not all 100%. So yeah, and that's been Tracy says, I wish I did the other way so I could pop up the chat, but I can't. She says, many hugs and prayers. The worst part of being a mom when your children are sick, sending you all the strength and healing. Thank you. Yeah, I had a little pity party for myself after we got back from the emergency room, and just laid in bed and cried. I haven't cried about this. Like, I really wanted to on the drive home from when I'm getting tested, but I didn't want to scare the kids. Because if they saw me panicked and scared, then that's what would be going on with them too. So I did last night, or yesterday. Was it yesterday? God. When we came back from the emergency room after the kids were playing or watching TV or something, I laid in bed and cried for a minute, because I don't have a partner to trade off with, right? I don't have somebody to tag team with. I wanted to sleep so bad, because I had only slept about 3 hours that night, because I was so concerned about his breathing. And so I told the kids, set the timer for 30 minutes. I'm going to go close my eyes for 30 minutes. And that's what my plan was to go try to sleep in 30-minute chunks, because I needed to be able to listen to his breathing and make sure he was okay. And so I was crying that I was having to figure out how to make this work so that I could try to rest, but also keep an eye on him because of his COVID, or his, breathing stuff. But after the first 30-minute stretch, I just gave up on that and just tried to stay awake until bedtime, because I can't, if I sleep in the day, I can't sleep at night. So that was worrying me too. Yeah. And so far, I was staying with my parents last week. They got tested, but they don't have any symptoms. Their test should be back today or tomorrow. They didn't do the rapid test. And then we had seen some friends on Friday at a park day. We went to the park with some friends. We all stayed masked and distanced. The kids did play together, but so far, the one of my friends tested negative, and the other is waiting to see. But they're isolating at home now, so I feel so bad about that because you guys know how careful we've been, and just yeah. Okay, let's see in the chat. Yeah, again, I wish I did the other way so I could pop up your chats. But yeah, I have zero patience. Like before when people were leaving comments about like COVID's fake and this and that, I'm like, you know what? I'm done with that. I don't, I don't like to be divisive. I don't like to be, tell people that it's nonsense and people don't want to believe in science. Fine. I'm clearly not the lady for you. We're gonna get to that point. So bye. Yeah. Um, okay. Yes. Okay, I get it. Last one. Oh yeah. Tiger Lily, you lost your mom too. Oh, I'm so sorry. Um, a good girlfriend of mine who lives in the neighborhood, my connection's unstable again. A friend of mine, her mother-in-law and brother-in-law, they got diagnosed with it in June, in early July. They're still in rehab right now. One of them can't speak. The other one can speak like in a whisper and like only has function 100% or partial functional part of their body. And no, I'm not joking. It's no. And she got it, months and months and months ago, back in June, July, and she still has lingering effects from it. So, yeah. Let's see. I know I saw some she said. So, I guess that's good, even though I don't want to smell the cat box. But I'd rather be able to smell it, make sure it's clean in case people come over, right? Um, let's see. Yeah. Okay. Oh no, scratching Florida tickets. You only have one lung. Yes, just be safe. And you guys know how safe we were, and we still got it, and it really sucks. We didn't go anywhere for 6 months, literally, and then when all this stuff happened with the house, we were having to go back and forth to Houston, stayed with my parents, and I'm trying to figure out getting the house repaired and put on the market, and so I don't. I have a kind of a hint, like maybe I know where I got it, but maybe not. We'll see. I'll tell you in a second. You had COVID at the beginning of the August, Vanessa says. Symptoms the first 3 days, and oh, okay, cool. Yeah. Uh-oh, somebody else. Okay, let me know if anybody else is the. Dina, I don't have a husband anymore. My ex-husband seems to be okay. He certainly has not stopped being an ass, but that is not COVID related, and I won't go into that. So I know some people get upset when you talk trash about your exes and whatnot, but I'll keep that private. So, okay, Lisa's saying, do I know how my family got it? So here's what I think, especially since we stayed at my parents' house and we left Thursday. On the drive home Thursday, we stopped at a bakery / gas station in Brenham to get some kolaches and to use the bathroom. It's kind of like our midway stop between there and here. And so we did that. We got the kolaches and we left. That is the only place we stopped. And then the next day is when I started, the afternoon, the next day, I started having symptoms or feeling kind of like, I don't feel right. Something feels kind of off. So that's the only thing I can think of is that we got it there because we did use the restroom, which I know, and it is a stop that a lot of people make. It's like one of these convenience store / bakeries that seems like a midway point that a lot of travelers stop at. So there were a lot of people in and out there using the bathroom. It's not a Buc-ee's, but if you have Buc-ee's where you are, and it's not a Buc-ee's, but it is a stopping point that a lot of people use. That's like they would at a Buc-ee's. So I have a feeling that that's probably where I picked it up, even though we were masked the whole time. sanitized. That's probably where I got it, I think. Weird. When I realize they feel dry, let's say I blink and they feel dry, I start worrying. Hang on, my connection is being weird. Okay, when I blink and my eyes feel dry, my brain starts like playing tricks on me, going, "When was the last time you blinked? How long have you been holding your eyes open, Margaret? Have you been blinking?" And so then I'm like, click, 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 trying to blink. So I know it sounds really weird, but I guess it's just whatever this thing is doing to my brain, making me think, "Oh dear, have I been blinking?" It's silly, yeah. Um, okay, let's see. I'll have to look back at some of the. Okay, it's super jumped. So if I miss your, um, I'm sure I missed some things there. Darn it! It really jumped. Oh gosh, I'm gonna have to go back and. Okay, there we go. I think I found where I was. I'm trying to scroll faster so I don't. Um, I mean, I really don't hope anybody gets it, but it's very frustrating when people say that it's a hoax. So, uh, I'm sorry to be quiet while I'm reading. Okay, Nate says, I noticed that your eBay is open. If someone purchased an item, are you the one that shipped? My eBay, I put it on vacation. Do I need to put it on vacation again? Oh dear. Thank you for that. Maybe I put it on for a certain length of time and it already is off. But I will definitely go take a look at that because I'm not even going in my workroom. So I'll go double check that. But I thought I put it on vacation mode. I don't think I set an end date, but I might have. Um, yeah, I hope nobody. Crystal says it's the person dissing steroids. No one loves them. Yeah, I don't know who. I didn't see if somebody was dissing that, but yeah, when your child is like can't breathe, then guess what? We're gonna do steroids. Hi, sugar. It's not like we're on steroids all the time. You? Yeah, I am. Just for a minute more. It's okay. Yeah. So I'm not even gonna. If you're, yeah. Okay. To the person who continues to like, okay, I'm gonna ignore it. Just ignore it. Enough talking to me about what my child's health is and blah 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 blah. Okay, I've heard enough. You can stop now. So, I'm actually Kim's asking have a whole lot of energy. Hang on, my connection says unstable again. Yeah. So like I'm trying not to push myself because I don't want to wear my ears ringing all of a sudden. High pitch ringing. Um so okay. Scrolling. Oh, it's super jumped again. Sorry. I feel like maybe I should go backwards through the chat. So, okay, I read that already. Good. Uh, oh no, Rebecca got COVID from a trip to the hospital for an operation. I'm so sorry. Yeah, unfortunately, Connie, there are people who still think that COVID is fake. And yeah, I don't know. Trust me, I don't think it is. So Rebecca says she and her husband have the same symptoms and have asthma and still feel breathless a month on. I feel very grateful because I know my friend Tenny, she was really exhausted all the time, even for a while afterwards. And I feel grateful that I don't have that, knock on wood, because things pop up just randomly. Yeah, Sarah says being an ass is incurable. I'm coming to realize that. Oh yeah, Clarissa says glad to hear your sense of humor. Still great. Oh, good. We've been trying to watch funny movies too, like and Jim Gaffigan. Like I've been watching a lot of Jim Gaffigan stand up. We like Jerry Lewis, so my son loves Jerry Lewis. So we watched The Bellboy. What else did we watch? Do you remember that movie, The Gods Must Be Crazy, from a long time ago? I introduced that to them. was kind of iffy. I wasn't sure if it was still PC these days, but I was like, I just remember as a kid thinking it was funny. So we watched that last night. We've just been trying to watch funny stuff. So, um, oh, I'm so glad you got a negative test, Connie. Okay, thank you. Oh, hi, Swamp Picker. How are you, Glenn? Hopefully all's well down there. Um, let's see. I'm definitely grateful. DeSaub says, do you think it's possible it could be from any of the packages? I don't think so. I mean, there's a chance, but we've been pretty careful about wiping stuff down, so that's how strict we've been. Like, just we've been wiping. Where were those weirdos that wipe packages down, wipe our groceries down? Yeah, where were those weirdos? So Tata says the symptoms usually don't show the next day. So, I mean, yeah, I think because everyone's different, and we'll see. Because if my parents come back negative, I was with them the day before I got, or 2 days before, the day before my symptoms started. I don't even know. I'm really sensitive to stuff, and my immune system has been really knocked down from all the stuff that's been going on with the house and all the other stuff that's been going on. So my immune system has been really um, not good. I already know that because I've been under a ton of stress. Let's see. Oh, wow. Yeah, you can get it through your eyes. So I don't think it was through any of the jewelry boxes because I hadn't opened anything in like 2 weeks. So Chris said when I had it, I woke up one night with my eyes rolling in my head, seeing the room spinning, wouldn't stop for 3 hours. That's awful. Yeah. It sounds like almost like vertigo, but not. I have had dizzy spells, but nothing like that, thank goodness. It's just so weird, just the weirdest things. Um, yeah. Okay. Yeah, okay. I'm looking. Has that lady still not stopped scolding me for what I feed my child? We're good. Um, okay, it jumped again. Hi, Turtle Trader. Elma says, did you get a chance to see the elephant in Shop Goodwill? No, I did not. I haven't really been online too much. Veranda File says, not only am I terrified of contracting COVID, I'm terrified of getting long COVID. Yeah. I'm hoping that most of these things just like go away, most of the weird symptoms that I've gotten, but we just don't know, right? Watch some Fluffy. I'll have to do that. He's a comedian, right? Okay, y'all are giving some comedians. Okay. Oh, I watched Judy too, Rebecca. I've been watching a lot of TV. I watched something else. What did I watch? Oh, Borat. I'll just say, So, I think I'm getting to the end of the chat here. So, let's see. Okay. I think that's everything. I will keep you posted. Yeah, like I say, I wanted to come on and give you a heads up about what was going on. And yeah, thank you for the well wishes and everything. And hopefully we'll be better soon. This is I've been keeping a tally. Day 5. Let me make sure. Yep, day 5 of our quarantine. So they say 10 to 14 days. Hopefully we'll be doing better. And then I've got to find a place to get a mouth swab. Yeah. People making back. Yeah. So, thanks, Cindy. She says, I'm just mad you're facing this by yourself. Yeah. Yeah, it sucks. That and my child's lungs were my biggest fears. So maybe it was a blessing in disguise that hang on. Phone. that we were able to go to the emergency room. We got there, there was no one there, so we were able to get in within we saw the doctor probably 10 minutes after we got in there. Um, and we were out. We probably didn't spend an hour at the emergency room. In and out. Which I get it. They don't want to have me there either or him. But we were able to get what he needed and get home and, try to get him comfortable. So, sorry if I'm misunderstanding in the chat. I haven't seen Peanut Butter Falcon. I keep seeing the thumbnail for it. Maybe I need to watch that one. Yeah. So, anywho's, I appreciate you all checking in, and I know I touch my face, my eyes, I do. I already have it. What you gonna do? I already have it. So, Connie, was Borat good? I wanted it to be good. There were parts I appreciated. I mean, the overall arcing theme of it I appreciated, but there were some things that were a bit much for me. So, yeah, both my kids have it. I didn't get them both tested, but because I have it and they both have symptoms, I was just like, okay, yeah. So, okay, I think we're good. Thank you very much again, and I will talk to you soon. Bye, everybody.